कि हम रिसेंटली हम काफी उदार हो भी गए, देख रहे हैं।
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Menace and the Monk. Nidhi to hai as usual, but today our regular as well, Utkarsh, is with us and making his debut with us. We got Sriram as well. Gents, thank you so much for being part of this video, this podcast. And this video is all about reacting now properly, trying to
make sense
of what has happened. Steven Gerrard has joined Aston Villa. Utkarsh, your initial thoughts?
So it did come out of the blue. We did not really expect Aston Villa to be so trigger happy. However, their record was pretty damning. I wasn't expecting that they'll be looking at the sack so soon, because a lot of players that they had bought were in this particular window, a lot of good players that they had bought, and it was expected that they'll take some time to gel. But yes, their record has probably been somewhat a little bit too lackluster, and so that sacking did come in. It's a good move for Gerrard. My initial reaction was that it is a good move for Gerrard. However, there is a lot of nervousness attached to it as well, because now we are in the same hot seat as Chelsea fans a couple of years back. Probably a little bit less, because he's not managing our club, he's managing a different club. But somehow now we have an added pressure of now sort of caring about results of two clubs rather than one. And our own club is not really very is actually very well known for being a heart attack FC, and now we add Aston Villa to it. So yeah, interesting is what I would say.
Sriram, do you think it has happened too soon? Gerrard managing in the Premier League?
Not really. I think he's done enough at Rangers, if you ask me. I think he's put a club back to, I mean, he's made it relevant again. It was, I think in one of your last videos, I agree with what Nidhi said. He said that, you know, it was only a one-team league earlier with Celtic. And yeah, there was a whole old firm rivalry, but I mean, Rangers weren't really part of that rivalry for a while now. So I think he's put them back on the map. The other thing is, I think, I mean, yeah, it's, you know, Aston Villa, again, I think big club, Premier League. When the Premier League comes calling, I don't think you can say no. I mean, it was a no-brainer, to be honest. So I'm not surprised. I think I'm just surprised at how quickly it went ahead. Like the sacking, the appointment, and it was all like, oh, before you know it, he's already here. So, but otherwise, not really shocked by him joining Aston Villa. I think it was it's the right move for him personally, I feel.
Nidhi, was it very un-Gerrard-like for you? Like, because he's a man who we associate a lot of ethics with. Leave a club mid-season.
Yeah, see, look, like I said in the last video, look, I'm not a big fan of managers leaving their jobs midway through the season, right? And especially knowing how Stevie was, you know, he had millions of chances to leave Liverpool, but he didn't. And of course, we can't compare him as a player to a manager, because, you know, things in the football world change very, very quickly right now. So I understand his decision of wanting to move to the Premier League. You know, it's a chance to prove yourself again in the best league. But yeah, a little bit of, see, I would not call it disappointment, but definitely a bit of, you know, coming from a Rangers point of view, I would imagine they would feel a little aggrieved. Yeah. Because Gerrard, like, you know, Sriram said, and like we discussed in our last video, Gerrard was the guy who put them on the map. Otherwise, you know, they were like, I mean, I hate to compare, but they were like Leeds, right? Great history, all of that, big rivalry with a big club in the country and everything, but they were not doing anything. He put them back on the map. They were doing well in Europe as well. So I understand they would feel aggrieved. But yeah, a little bit weird, especially because it's Gerrard.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say one thing though, which I know I'm myself guilty of. I think Rodgers did the same thing when he left Celtic and joined Leicester, but he got a lot of flack from all of us, like all us Liverpool fans. But I think when Gerrard's done the same thing, I think the love that we have and the adulation we had for him as a player, I think the criticism in this case is not as much as what it was when Rodgers. When Rodgers, it was like, oh, yeah, he did this. He thought out for himself.
Exactly why I asked this question. Utkarsh, do you think it's something we should be bothered about?
I'll tell you what, I have a slightly different view on this, because if you start thinking about the cultural match, because there also has to be a cultural match between the manager and the club, right? Like Klopp and Liverpool, or Arsene Wenger and Arsenal. The kind of cultural upbringing that Gerrard comes from, Liverpool, like the Scouse upbringing, and the kind of values that Rangers have, they are very much at a crossroad. Like they're very much clashing, because from my limited understanding, from what I have understood, they are very predominantly Tory and very predominantly Britain first, England first. So probably that might also have been a reason somewhere where he would have wanted to leave as soon as he got a good opportunity. It was always going to be a stepping stone for Gerrard.
Yeah,
I personally do not blame him, because obviously it is an opportunity to manage in the Premier League. Like and if you could see that particular video which has been doing the rounds just now, where Gerrard is talking about how you have to be obsessive and sort of try and be the best every day, right? So this is an opportunity for him to test his mettle against the best in the world. Klopp is here. So he was never going to leave this opportunity. And this opportunity would not have waited for him, say, for the end of the season. It was not going to happen.
Definitely.
So I think, it makes sense for me.
But he has also put himself in a very weird position, right? Like, not because of Rangers. Rangers is now the past. First of all, 11th December is going to be iconic, coming to Anfield, and that's going to be brilliant. I mean, that's something which is going to be like Undertaker आता है ना WrestleMania में वापस ऐसे randomly, भाई सब feeling मतलब एकदम अजीब होगा. But I feel it's a win-win. If he does well, we will have confidence that he's checked all the boxes. All right, he's been to Old Trafford, he's got a result. He's beaten Pep. If he does, he's come to Anfield, gotten a result. Can he handle a 40 million signing from someone? You know, how does he manage big names? That will never happen in the Scottish League. So I think this is going to be great on that aspect. But if he fails, all the rumors about him managing, gone. Okay, so this is, let's be very honest here. He's put himself in a very tight spot, and I love him for that. He has taken this responsibility, and if he fails, hypothetically, if he gets the sack, okay, in a year or half a year, which is possible, why not? All this buzz about Gerrard being the next Liverpool manager is done. There is no way a man who's got sacked by Aston Villa, okay, becomes a manager after Jurgen Klopp. In an ideal world, it will not. Because he will not get a great job after that, okay? And if Klopp stays, inshallah, till 2024 and he wins stuff, so it will just be an emotion-based appointment to appoint Gerrard. So I love this move. As a Liverpool supporter, he has given himself time to prove himself. And if he fails, I will be very sad, but he doesn't fail with us. You know? That's something which I feel. Yes, Nidhi, tu kuch bol raha hai.
Look, I'll tell you something, and this is my opinion only.
Of course,
regardless of what Steven Gerrard does at Aston Villa, I don't think he should be Jurgen Klopp's successor, right?
So, yeah.
And I'll tell you the reasoning behind it. Now, since Jurgen Klopp has come in, I think we, of course, agree that Jurgen Klopp is the best in the world. But I think even the most staunch Liverpool critic will also agree that he's definitely amongst the best in the world, right? Yeah. So let's say he gets Villa into the Europa League or something like that. Let's say he works some wonder. That does not make him enough to be, the successor of Jurgen Klopp, right? By that logic, and if you take emotion out of it completely, if by that logic, we should be appointing, we should appoint Brendan Rodgers next. You try doing that and see what the reaction is, right? Because Brendan Rodgers, whatever it is, he has achieved things at Leicester. right?
Yeah.
Yes, he could not get them into the Champions League and everything.
He might now.
He might, and he got them the FA Cup. So I think that regardless of what Gerrard does at Aston Villa, he should not be managing Liverpool.
But
let's say, it goes to Pep Linders, the best Pep in the league, by the way. So if it goes to Pep Linders and he does a good job for 2-3 years, after that, till then, if Gerrard is doing well, then maybe. I don't think he should be succeeding.
I agree.
If Pep Linders is doing well, why should we remove him in the first place? Sorry.
If he wants to move on. See, 3 years is a good horizon, because you can't plan like Arsene Wenger and Alex Ferguson right now. 2-3 years is a good plan, because he got a 2.5-year deal.
No, but this move, Sriram, this move taken by Steven Gerrard is a selfish move on his part, which is, and everyone's selfish. When I say selfish, for his managerial growth, and his ultimate aim is to manage Liverpool. Okay.
Correct.
So do you agree with Nidhi? Is this the step below Liverpool, or do you feel there are 2-3 more stories he has to climb to become the Liverpool manager?
No, definitely more stories to climb.
I just have one question. Are we sure his ultimate aim is that he wants to manage Liverpool? Like, has he come out and said that outright?
Again, that's true. That is debatable as well. Yeah,
that's debatable, but you would assume so. Look, it's a very fair assumption to make.
I agree, but I don't remember him coming out. So he was asked about if he would ever succeed Klopp, and his answer was very diplomatic that Klopp is going to be there for another so and so years and something. He did say he would love to manage Liverpool, but even my understanding is this job, he would not be taking this job unless and until he's pretty sure himself that he's going to do a good job at it.
Yeah.
And as much as he likes to bet on himself, there is this particular unfinished business sort of vibe hanging around this entire thing. Like, it would be poetic if he comes in and we win Premier League. But you also need to then flip it around and think about the kind of pressure he will be in once he comes in.
Yeah.
And this shadow hanging over him that what if he does not win again? Because then it becomes a completely different story, and we are having a completely different conversation that Gerrard is probably... I don't want to use the word, but Gerrard is probably chosen with Liverpool.
मत बोल दबा मैं उसको म्यूट कर दूंगा.
But I think Manas, the other thing to keep in mind when we speak about him being Klopp's successor, and I think he chose his words very well when he said, I don't want to be Klopp's successor. He didn't say that I don't want to be managing Liverpool. He just didn't want to succeed Klopp. So one of the reasons, obviously, is it's always difficult to succeed a great manager at any club, right? You look at David Moyes, for example, right? We laugh at David Moyes' reign at Old Trafford back in the day, but he's phenomenal at West Ham today, right? I think he was compared to Sir Alex when he actually left the job, and I think that was just a really, it was a shit deal for David Moyes. So I think the other thing we should keep in mind also is Klopp didn't come to Liverpool because, he just plays heavy metal football and he just like thumps his chest and is like all fan favorite and any of that, right? He came to Liverpool because he achieved things at Dortmund. Like, he was first at Mainz. He actually got them promoted. He was consistently good with Mainz for about 7 seasons. Then he went to Dortmund. He got 2 Bundesliga titles. He went to a Champions League final. That is experience. It says he has pedigree in managing games in like big European nights, and all of these things matter, right? And that's one of the things I feel will probably be a little bit of a setback for Gerrard when he takes up the Villa job. He doesn't have Europe here, right? With Rangers, he had that experience. He went away, played those games, got those 1-0 results, and I think that's what got him recognition as well, where, Rangers did win the Scottish Premiership, but those are the games that actually made Gerrard seem like he's good with his tactics. So I think he's going to miss that in Villa. And I think when we say success, it's important to also understand what is that success at Aston Villa. Like, is it just keeping them away from the relegation? Is it getting them to Europe? Because I think that will determine what Gerrard's next step is. It definitely is not Liverpool, in my opinion, no matter what he does at Villa. But yeah, I mean, it's still, I think there is one more job between Aston Villa and Liverpool where he has to sort of like do this in the big stage and then come to probably Liverpool after that. We don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So just to clear a few things, I also feel that whatever Steven Gerrard does at Villa, he's got a lot to prove to manage Liverpool and to replace Jurgen Klopp. I don't even know why we're thinking about replacing Jurgen Klopp. मतलब बहुत time बाकी है, 2.5-3 साल बाकी है. Let's hope he signs an extension and we don't even have to think about all of this. But guys, what kind of football can we expect from Steve?
But before that, I have a question. And Utkarsh and Sriram, I want your opinion on that. And we sort of briefly brought it up in our reaction video. Aston Villa, Manas was talking about what success is at Aston Villa. Aston Villa are not the Aston Villa of old. I mean, they are spending, right? They have bought Leon Bailey. They have Danny Ings now. They are spending. I don't think Dean Smith was sacked because of just recent results. I think they are aiming higher, right? So in that sense, one would, again, it's an assumption, but one would assume that their target is to get into Europe somehow. With that, is this a bigger risk than, a lot of people are actually expecting it to be for Stevie, of course?
I think the expectation that they would have set for Gerrard for this particular season itself would be to steady the ship and somewhere end in 8th, 7th, 8th position. I am pretty sure they are looking at the same thing. And they are looking for a Europa, Europa League, whatever it is called. So they are looking So I do believe that they are looking for it this particular year, because getting Gerrard in, that's a manager with some European pedigree, both as a player and now he has also been managing pretty much in that same league. So I would expect, yes, top 8 would be their aim. And yes, then this becomes a risky job because he has to bet in a lot of players are going to have that initial settling in period of themselves as well as the new managers. Because this is a completely different coach from their last one. Gerrard's values, at least from what I have seen, and I've been very limited in watching their European matches, he does seem to be more of a defensive, solid defensive bedrock at the back. Then you move forward. So I think Tyrone Mings and Cash, etc., they are going to have a good time. They will have a good time with this particular manager. I am not so sure how Ings, Bailey,
Watkins,
all of how they are going to figure in his strategy. We'll have to wait and watch, because he's not that side. He is not going to play cavalier football. I haven't really seen that with him.
Sriram?
I don't know, man. I think I'll wait for a few games before I make my judgment, because players बहुत अलग है. मतलब I think league अलग है, players अलग है. Rangers में जो players available थे versus what he's getting at Aston Villa, difference काफी है. So I think उसका identity as a manager is not clear yet. At least, I mean, from whatever I've seen, it looks like in Europe, when you have to sort of grit it out, he's done that with Rangers away from home. So I think he can do that when needed. But I would not be surprised agar wo thoda attacking football khele. Because if it's really true कि आगे जाके he wants the Liverpool job and he wants to sort of, if not the Liverpool job, at least get to a better job than Aston Villa. Again, no disrespect to them. But if he wants that, then I think they also now, fans have started looking for attractive football, people who go out there and actually boss games. So it'll be interesting to see how they do, especially at home. I think away from home, uska forte hai. Whatever we've seen so far, he does well away from home. He grinds out results again, Europe mein. So I expect them to be competitive. But it's the home games that I'm really excited to see, because I mean, पहले देखा नहीं है इतना games Gerrard का, to be honest, available नहीं था. Rangers में उतने games उसका देखना. But yeah, now we'll get to see a lot more of him in the Premier League.
I am just watching the fixtures that he has. First game he's playing Brighton at home, which Brighton are playing well. Second game is Palace away. Vieira is working his magic there. Third game is Manchester City at home. Fourth game is Leicester at home. Fifth game is Liverpool away.
It is a tough start. It is a tough start.
5 match. Bhai, I don't mean to be very negative over here, but ये 5 match बहुत कुछ हो सकता है इधर. मतलब this is an exciting. Yeah, Utkarsh, sorry, I just thought I should just say that.
I'm just thinking. I'm saying there is actually no reason why Villa could not bounce back to yesteryears and become a top 6 team again. There is practically, logically speaking, there is no reason, because their level of investment and their level of commitment to the club has been exemplary for the last 3 to 4 years. They have been doing a good job in investing into the squad with both the long term and the short term in mind. They have made some pretty astute signings in Leon Bailey and some more, I would say, immediate solution kind of signings in Danny Ings. So, yeah, it might be a long shot, but we have seen this happen with Wolves. We have seen this happen with Leicester. If people make good calculative predictions and good signings, it is quite possible that, and there is no reason why Villa can't do the same, because their ownership has been spending a lot. If you look at just the last 3 to 4 seasons, they would fall somewhere in the top 5 or top 6 in terms of spending.
Yeah. I'm actually going to add to what Utkarsh is saying. I'm glad he took the Villa job and not the Newcastle job. I would have been like, Newcastle's not a good place to be at this point, because you don't know. There's so much uncertainty, and I think the way they treated Steve Bruce towards his end of his tenure was atrocious.
The fans over there also are very, very
upset.
If they don't like you, they don't like you. They let you know.
Yeah, I think so. He's gone to a club with relative stability. I think, again, Dean Smith's sacking, it's not like Dean Smith was sacked after 6 games. He had a good run at Villa, I think. And now, like, I think Nidhi brought that point that I don't think Villa are aiming to just stay in the Premier League. I think they want to actually challenge for Europe and they want to compete. So I think they made this decision more as ambition rather than just desperation. So I think it's a good move for Gerrard. But again, I wouldn't judge him based on the first 5 games for sure, because this is, again,
international first 5 games, bro.
Yeah, international break. But the good news is that he still will have enough players to still train with. Right, some of his stars may not be there, Mings, and I think they're still with England. I don't know if Danny Ings select.
I don't think so.
No, we don't know. No, right? Yeah, Ings is not there. So I think except for Mings, most of his other players are still available for like he can train with them and he can still get some sort of coaching going. But I still wouldn't judge him basis first 5 games for sure. I mean, this is all of these teams are doing really, really well with stable managers.
That being said, 5 points out of the first 5 games would be a good start looking at that texture list.
True.
Yeah. I hope on 11th of December it is 0 points.
0 points. Yeah.
पता चला वो 5 में से 3
वो 5 में से 3 हमने दे दिए.
हम recently हम काफी उदार हो भी गए, देख रहे
हैं.
But Christian Purslow is involved with Aston Villa as well, and he has obviously ties with Liverpool, and obviously he knows Steven Gerrard as well. लगता है कोई हमारे में से कोई प्लेयर लेगा, आईब्रॉक्स में तो मारेगा ये मुंह, I'm sure. कोई हमारे स्क्वाड में से जाएगा लगता है.
Oxlade-Chamberlain, I think realistically, look, I don't want to revel in that fact कि वो चले जाएगा, वैसा नहीं है, but I think look,
but do you think he will call Liverpool and
Manas, we have been talking about it. I think a move will be good for Ox as well and us.
को चूतिया बनाना अच्छा थोड़ी ना लगता है.
यार देखो क्या है कि 20-22 million we will perhaps get for Oxlade. He's English, he's under 30, and that will hopefully give impetus to us to go and buy a midfielder.
Do you remember उससे FA Cup जीतने के बाद बोला था I idolize Gerrard.
मैं वही बोलने वाला था कि he idolizes Gerrard, so this is his opportunity.
चूना लगाने का मौका मिल रहा है।
करना चाहिए ना ऑक्स को कि मतलब वो लेना चाहे. I don't think Ox has done anything for Gerrard to even stand up and say कि नहीं ठीक है इसको मैं चांस देना चाहता हूँ.
True. मैं तो अपने एंगल से बोल रहा हूँ.
नहीं, it could be a Lallana. It could be a.
हमारा जो चूना लगाने वाला प्राइमरी है, he's leaving.
नहीं, ललाना टाइप हो सकता है. ललाना को जैसे ब्राइटन ने लिया ना, आई थिंक इट वुड बी समथिंग सिमिलर वेयर स्क्वाड प्लेयर करके ले लेंगे उसको, वेयर दे वुडंट माइंड हैविंग समवन लाइक ऑक्सलेड-चेम्बरलेन. बट या आई मीन आई थिंक लोन प्लेयर्स, ज्यादा लोन प्लेयर्स भी हो सकते हैं वेयर अगर यंगस्टर्स को एक्सपीरियंस देना है. आई थिंक दे विल probably be benefiting a lot with Gerrard being at Villa. But again, I think we are a lot of this is also emotions. For all you know, Gerrard is this really pragmatic guy who knows what he wants, and Liverpool connection is just something हमारे दिमाग में है. Aston Villa job is the Aston Villa job. We shouldn't make it about Liverpool, to be honest. But yeah, I mean होता है यार. It's Steven Gerrard. क्या बोले?
I would much rather say that he would bring players like Tavernier or Kent maybe from Rangers. Like I would from that particular league. That would be a more suitable kind of signing for Villa at this point of time. Young people, energetic people, people with potential. I mean, bringing in Ox probably is not high up on
young people with energy. मतलब Jesse Lingard.
In a right kind of system, even Jesse Lingard can do much better.
West Ham. या वेस्ट हैम में प्रूव किया उसने भाई. सो वो वेस्ट हैम चले जाएगा आई थिंक जैन में वैसे. बट या
माय थॉट्स अबाउट ऑक्स आर प्रोबब्ली नॉट द मोस्ट प्लेजेंट. सो
या
okay, so before we end it guys, Utkarsh mentioned something right at the top of the video that अभी लिवरपूल के अलावा थोड़ा attachment like watching Villa games might happen to see how they're doing. Nidhi, is it going to happen for you as well? Is half or slight of your attention during the weekend going to be diverted towards Aston Villa now?
I'd be lying if I say it wouldn't, right? Unless he's playing against us, I would want Gerrard to win. Or, you know, if it's like a mathematical thing where, you know, Villa losing helps us, hope we are not in that situation. But, you know, but yeah, I mean, I would be cheering for Stevie.
Yeah, Gerrard की इज्जत हमारी इज्जत है. मतलब it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, no, I mean, no doubt, yeah. I mean, who amongst us has not grown up idolizing him, man? Absolutely. अभी extra एक और game देखने मिल जाएगा. Like Liverpool के game के अलावा, now you have an Aston Villa game.
Exactly. I'm actually going to switch on the TV, switch on the television, and actually have a look at other game for a change.
Yes.
अभी Liverpool and हो गया बंद, बाकी बाहर में गया. FPL में देख लेंगे.
I have a question. Now, this is something that we were also discussing. And when you talk about the Premier League, the pressures are very different, right? Yeah. We talked about the question about managing Liverpool. That question is going to become much more frequent now. Let's be honest, right? Because, you know, he'll have a good season and then, oh, are you thinking about Liverpool, right? All those things will happen. Gerrard, according to me, is also someone who can be a little prickly in his quotes, right? He's that, right? I mean, if you tell him, you don't look happy, do I not look happy to you? He's got that scouse, you know, thing in him. Fight. Do you think that is going to become a problem in England, because it has become a problem for some people in England?
It can go both ways. He will have a lot of respect, first of all, by those Jeff Shreves and people who are on the ground, people who take those interviews, because they have already done that as a player.
Yeah.
Steven Gerrard as a player, captain of England as well, not just Liverpool. So, एक equation अलग होगा, but I am very excited to see what the likes of Graham Souness, Jamie Carragher, and others have to say about when he starts losing as well.
Yes.
The gloves are off when it's Ole. Now, whether the gloves are on, off, when Steven Gerrard gets a few decisions wrong, few things he's saying out of, like you said, if at times he's bitter, how does everyone respond? He will be bitter. How everyone responds is what I'm fascinated about, because he will be himself. Gerrard will be himself. Gerrard will not change for anyone. He hasn't changed and he will not change for anyone. In all the interviews that I've seen of Jamie Carragher and ex-Liverpool players, they all have said that Gerrard was kind of quiet in the dressing room, while Carragher was more vocal. Now he's the manager. So maybe he is trying to be vocal in a way because he has to be vocal. He has to back his side. He has to take those calls. He has to respond to those questions. So maybe he's never been in that position where he has to say these things, and now he has to. So it's a learning curve. This is the most competitive league in the world, bro. So he is gonna be challenged every bloody interview, every press conference, every game. So I'm super excited. देखते हैं कब तक उसको डिफेंड कर सकते हैं हम लोग उसके
वर्ड्स को. तू क्या बोलता है?
No, I agree. But I'll be honest. Uske Rangers press conferences, I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, I agree. I don't know. I mean, the three of us, Nidhi, Manas, we have discussed. I remember we used to always feel it's Jamie Carragher who would become the manager. Yeah. And Gerrard would be more of the pundit.
Pundit.
But the roles have reversed, and I actually find some of his Rangers press conferences really, really interesting and engaging. Right? I think he's funny. I never associated Gerrard with having a wit when he was a Liverpool player. Right? His interviews were mainly about the game, and it was pretty drab. But I think towards the end of his career, you started seeing him be a little sarcastic in his replies. I mean, I agree with you, Nidhi. I think that prickliness about him is now he's sort of like also witty. I've seen him also give. I think there were a couple of press conferences where the gloves were off and he just went off. So that's obviously really. It's nice to see. I will admit. I think every manager needs to have that as well, where he can go out there and he can be honest and he can even give a really nasty press conference. I think Jurgen does that from time to time. Yeah, and it's lovely to watch. But yeah, I mean, as long as यार Mourinho style नहीं होना चाहिए, रोना नहीं चाहिए जाके press conference पे, बस वो नहीं चाहिए, बस बाकी का सब चलेगा. Like थोड़ा बहुत fight सबको अच्छा लगता है.
Utkarsh.
See, my understanding of Gerrard is, and this comes less from Gerrard and probably looking at people who are geniuses in their field, not just taking Gerrard. They generally their thought process or the way they talk to people around them is that they in their mind have a certain level of understanding कि इतना तो इस आदमी को समझ में आएगा ही, मेरे को इसके ऊपर की बात करनी. Which is why these people talk less, because they think कि मेरा wavelength पे जितने पे चल रहा है वो आदमी भी उतने तक समझ रहा होगा. And then what happens is that when they realize that सामने वाला कोई question जो पूछता है जो उनके wavelength से थोड़ा नीचे का है and for them it becomes dumb, they get irritated and very prickly very easily. It can come off as arrogance, but the problem there is that they are thinking here and probably not everyone is here. Which is where Gerrard would probably come as the less talkative type or the less like someone who keeps to himself, because he is probably in a stratosphere of his own, especially at least in that particular era of teams where people were more physical and less thinking from the brain, right? As he has aged, these characteristics tend to mellow down. You can see an example, this same particular example I'll give you in basketball. I think, Manas, you have been pretty interested in basketball, you will relate to this. Kobe Bryant, while as a player and then after his career, the kind of turnaround that we saw with Kobe Bryant, where he started coming out laughing, interacting with people, and may his soul rest in peace. But so that is the kind of transformation you will see in these geniuses when they are done with their careers. Or even if you can see Wenger and Mourinho, they were very prickly. But once they came to that sort of analyzing games, etc., they sort of mellowed down a bit. Ferguson mellowed down a bit. So you'll see these things happen with these people. And I think the same thing has happened with Gerrard. I think he has already handled the pressure of this sort of media as a player already. I don't think it's going to be such a big problem for him, because he has handled loss previously as well. And we have had some pretty deflating seasons with like Gerrard at that point of time. So I don't really think this sort of pressure is going to move him a lot or make him say something which he shouldn't. if he does say something, it is going to be calculated. I put him on that high pedestal that he would hold his demeanor or hold that his classy ways.
मतलब क्लॉप से हाथ मिला ले भाई, मैच खत्म होने के बाद क्लॉप से हाथ मिला ले बस. जेरार्ड के लिए स्टैंडर्ड ही उतना है कि भाई तू कर ले, बाकी का प्यार तो है ही उसके लिए. तू हाथ मिला ले.
झगड़ा होगा बीच में कहीं ना कहीं, एक टेस्टी टैकल आएगा एंड देयर विल बी शाउटिंग, देयर विल बी सम शाउटिंग एट सम पॉइंट. इस साल हो चाहे अगले साल होगा.
That will be fucking box office, right?
Yeah.
Like Gerrard imagine something like this, or Klopp something like this, और उधर Klopp कुछ गाना गा रहा है Gerrard के बारे में, और Klopp भौखला गया है कि ये कहाँ आ गया हूँ मैं.
नहीं, वो मोमेंट होगा यार. I don't know if you remember, but when Kenny was our manager second time अभी, he told Mancini after the game, उन लोग का एकदम tough था, and then after the game you could see Kenny asking him like up for a drink. So I think you expect to see that. Yeah, you expect to see that with Gerrard and Jurgen, I think. But yeah, I think excited man.
हाँ, वैसे तो फिर क्लॉप ने सारी को भी सुट्टे के लिए पूछा ही होगा, I'm sure. चेल्सी मैनेज कर रहा था.
100%.
Okay, guys, just to end the video, Steven Gerrard at Aston Villa. Utkarsh, where do you think Villa will finish under Gerrard? Do you think Gerrard will last the entire season?
I genuinely believe that they would be at least a top 10 team. I wouldn't be surprised if they end top 8. And Gerrard is going to do some good work with them. And this is just me based off my internal gut feeling. I am not going to bring any sort of calculative logic into this. It's Gerrard. He's going to do something.
Gut feel or love?
Love, gut feel, both of
passion.
A little bit of both.
Sriram?
This season, I predict they would either just be in that top 10 or maybe 11th, 12th, somewhere like that. And he lasts the season. I agree. I don't think he's going to get sacked. Let me just say that. I think he will, if he does move on, he'll move on by choice and not because he's sacked. So he'll be like Brendan Rodgers at Leicester. Remains to be seen if he sees that same level of success or not.
Nidhi?
It is going to be a roller coaster of a season, right? I don't make Liverpool predictions, but I feel very strongly about this one. There are going to be games where, for example, wo City Etihad jaake Pep ko hara dega, and then there will also be games where wo Norwich se haar jayega. I predict this season to be an absolute roller coaster. But yes, he's not getting sacked.
Yeah.
For sure. He's not getting sacked. I think I agree with both of them. I think Gerrard will get Villa back somewhere at least.
Yeah. And Love, and also I think Head says the same. I think he was phenomenal at Rangers. So it's not like kisi aise nausikhiye ko nahi laya. He's some proven pedigree as manager.
Yeah. And one last comment from me.
What about you?
Yeah, I think he's going to be successful at Villa. I think as well.
Yeah.
I feel there is going to be a slip by a Chelsea player against Aston Villa, which hands Liverpool the league title. It will manifest somewhere like that.
Wow.
Will be that will be brilliant. You know, like this Gerrard ka baki hai. There's something like Utkarsh was saying, you know, there's something remaining with the club. Either he does it indirectly or either he does it with us. But don't be surprised if he provides a lovely cushion header for us to get the title when he's managing Aston Villa. That's how I'll end it.
Before we end, I have one question for both of you, Nidhi and Manas. Abhi tum log sirf Liverpool videos karte ho. Now, are you also going to start doing Aston Villa videos, reaction videos?
अभी हमें मुश्किल से 300 व्यू मिलते हैं. विला का करेंगे तो 50 भी नहीं मिलेंगे मेरे भाई.
शर्म आएगी अगर विला के व्यूज ज्यादा मिलने लगे तो.
17 लोग देखे तो 317 व्यूज मिल रहे हैं हमको.
Alright guys, so this was
Aston Villa fans.
This was Menace in the Monk. हम लोग बात करते जाएंगे. I know Utkarsh has to leave as well. Sriram, thank you so much for your time. Nidhi, pleasure. Let's see what Steven Gerrard does at Villa. Maybe the future Liverpool manager. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.